The human leg is in the general word sense. Nope, we ain't doing this. But I do want to talk about Netero's legs today. The strength of his legs is perhaps the strongest in the series. In general, I think some of the legs in Hunter x Hunter are aspirational. Chairman Netero makes his first appearance during the second phase of the Hunter exam, jumping from a blimp. Shortly after, he decides to stick around a little, not faced by any of the tough looking guys. The scene I want to focus on starts in chapter 13, with Killua trying to impress Gon. As Killua has been trying to since the exam started. He tells us about his backstory, which is also useful for the reader to know, but Gon isn't phased at all. In just one page, we the reader get to know more about Killua. We also get to know about how he feels the need to show off. Gon becomes more interesting, showing how he isn't surprised by Killua's assassin parents, and this page also shows how Killua's intrigue for Gon grows. Then Netero comes in, showing off his insane speed by flying past the boys. Gon and Killua notice this, which can be interpreted in two ways. It could be that Netero made him speeding through just obvious enough for the boys to notice, or the boys' senses are just that sharp that they could notice the Hunter Association chairman himself. Either way, it's a great feat for both Netero and the boys. Also notice how Killua has more of a scared expression, while Gon just looks surprised. Nice contrast. This scene also shows how Netero likes to test people. Netero acting like he did not just blast past the boys at the speed of light gets Killua pissed off. This also happens to be the first time he gets in conflict with a much older person, which consistently happens across the story. Netero asks the two if they are enjoying the exam, to which Gon answers he likes the action, while Killua says he is disappointed, as he expected more of a challenge. Nice contrast. Killua wants to show dominance to this old guy who's playing them for fools, asking about if the Hunter exam will get harder, and when the answer to that is, we'll see, which basically means no, he starts walking away. But this old man proposes a bargain, a game, with a free Hunter license on the line. Time for the ball game to begin. Netero sets up the rules as to where the boys can work together and use anything they'd like, seemingly putting the boys at a big advantage. Netero's poses also show off the playfulness of this old man. Killua continues showing off for both Gon and the geezer by immediately using the rhythm echo technique. It looks cool, which impresses Gon, and probably impresses the reader as well, but its forbidden nature also is opposed towards Netero. I'm just a kid, but I could do this forbidden assassination technique just fine. Netero's monologue also tells us that knowing this technique at such a young age can only mean Killua has gone through his fair share of trauma already. But alas, Netero easily dodges Killua's attempts, showing off how Netero's on another level, even compared to Kill. Killua then gives up on the tough guy act and goes for the attack, kicking Netero's leg, but alas, that doesn't turn out great either. Brute Force won't do it, and neither will Gon's cunning approach with his surprise attacks. The way Netero describes Gon as a viable playmate at the end also reminds me a little of another playmate of Netero. He seems immature, but there's a sound brain in there. The goal of this part of chapter 13 is to tell us more about Killua's past and personality, as well as setting up Netero's challenge for Gon and Killua. I think this goal has been achieved with flying colors. The next chapter starts with Netero easily taking on both Gon and Killua, who are sweating and have taken their shirts off, showing how they are putting in their all. Killua looking mad at the old coot one-upping them, and Gon ready to give it one more. A nice contrast, once again. The situation hasn't changed yet. That is, until Gon uses a surprise attack by using his boot to kick Netero, Killua kicking Netero from behind, making Netero drop the ball, and Gon shooting the ball even further away from Netero. Netero discombobulated due to this strategy, it's a perfect chance to grab the ball. Gon and Killua jump for it, and... Netero's insane speed enables him to catch the ball first, making it obvious to Killua that this challenge is impossible to win. Seeing how Netero isn't using his full potential and was purposely handicapping himself. This makes Killua want to give up, finding it a waste of time. But if Gon can't win, he at least wants to prove himself in some way. And realizing that Netero wasn't using his right hand and left leg only motivates him further. If you can't reach a big goal, set a smaller goal for yourself. Useful advice in real life too. Also, I just want to point out, I love that we get the highlights on Netero's unused arm and leg. It's the small things. Killua's insecurities get shown off further, losing his temper after this debacle and killing two random bystanders. He might even be jealous of Gon being able to keep motivated, unlike himself. All this from seeing an old man's footprint. You know where his footprint came from? His foot? You know what his foot is attached to? His legs? Bam! Also, Gon was able to make Netero use both hands, but not both legs. Bam! Damn legs are overpowered. Netero's big jump, coming from his legs, makes Killua mad, setting him up to leave and show his insecurities. The legs set up Netero's strength, obviously, and the legs set up a challenge for Gon to face alone. Cause Killua left. Because of legs. Legs! The chapter ends with a wholesome conclusion to the ballgame and a cool introduction to the third phase of the exam. In conclusion, Netero's legs are the MVP of these two chapters. Bye bye.